Hello, everybody. My name is Emmanuel Fortunati. I'm a life coach, and this is episode number 6 of my podcast. This is a series of 9 podcast episodes in which I'm talking about how our unconscious mind is sabotaging our life. So, in the previous episode, we understood our thoughts and feelings are not real. We talk about beliefs and personalities. We understood how we can detach from all that, became an inner observer. What I want to talk today is our story. What's our story? Well, our story is like a story that keep repeating all over again and again and again in our life. Of course, my story is different than your story and then everybody else's story, and this story is like a trigger to a dysfunctional formation. Now, now we have big concepts here. It all seems so complicated and dark, but I'm gonna bring you a little bit of light, and you'll understand it's all very simple. So let's say we want to go to create an end result we want, something we love. It can be like creating a painting, going out with a person, or anything. We can either achieve, we can either create that end result, either not. It's very simple and it's very obvious. Every time we don't create, we are not able to succeed, is because we are in our dysfunctional formation. But nothing else is that a series of steps, of action, of behavior that we repeat every time we are not succeeding. The trigger to these steps, to this dysfunctional formation, is our story. So my story, in my case, is that I'm stupid. So if I'm stupid, what I need to do is study and training a lot before I can create what I love. So every time I want to experiment as an artist with a new technique, instead of trying with a goal, so creating maybe a portrait with a new type of colors or whatever thing is, I tend to overwork on studying and training and try the color before I even start creating what I love. Of course, I lose the momentum and end up not creating. Now that I'm aware about my story, that's lose the powers most of the times. But you see how that trigger a dysfunctional formation, a behavior, a set of steps that lead me to not to create the painting I wanted to create in the first place. Because if I'm stupid, again, I need to really, really, really train before I can achieve anything. Like, I'm not naturally talented, I'm stupid. This is my story. Other people's story or their examples are like, you can't trust people. You really literally err. A lot of people, or many people, keep repeating these sentences like, you can't trust people, money don't bring you happiness. All those statements that people repeat all over, those are their stories. Sometimes are these obvious, sometimes are not. But you can spot what is people's story, listening to them and to what they tell you. So like, I opened the company and then it failed. And then a few years later, I opened the company and then it failed. And they tell you the story, what happened, and these look all exactly the same. And that's the story of their life that can then shrink down to a sentence like, because I had a partner and on the end he stole the money, he failed the company, you bring to character, you can't trust people. And that's the story, what's obvious. Now, spotting stories in other people it's easier. Spotting our own story is very hard. Usually you need a coach or a partner, someone that can help you out. Doing our own is very, very hard. Anyway, we're gonna try to do an exercise which can help you out to at least maybe identify possible stories, or in a general, a wider story, which is not really maybe just a sentence, but can help out. So I want you to relax now, and you can close your eyes or keep them open. And I want you listen to a story I'm gonna tell you, and I just want then you write up the reactions you have to this story. Okay? So imagine you are on an airplane. You are on a flight to Thailand. This trip that you were looking forward for a very long time. So you are sitting business class. Everything look very good, very clean. Your leather seat. You are drinking some bubbles and imagine how we're gonna be Thailand. You are listening to your favorite music with your nice earphone, and you're already selecting the movie you're gonna watch for the trip. You're really in a very good mood. You cannot really wait. Everybody seems happy and good and relaxed. But just minutes before you are leaving, a member of the crew come to you and very apologetic. He tell you that there's been an issue with your reservations, some mistakes, and that you can't stay in the business class. And the member of the crew guide you to the economy class. So has been given you a place, and as a apology for what happened, they leave you on a row which is free, so you have more space, you can sit more comfortably. The woman again, the member of the crew, apologize, and then the flight starts. You leave, and soon after, you notice a woman, and she's with three kids on the line, and all the three kids keep crying, and one of them is a baby, so she's holding the baby, and the other two kids are keep crying, and the baby as well, and the woman seems very down, very depressed, and she cannot handle. She seems she cannot handle the situation, and as well she looked very down, and this keep going all over all the flight until you finally land. You just leave the airplane, you pass through the passport control, everything is fine. You're now waiting for your suitcase, and you are really look forward now to reach the hotel and relax a little bit before you can go out. And while you are waiting, you spot again this woman with the three kids, and she still look very sad. And there is a member of the airport crew which is with her, and it appeared a coffin, and you understand that this woman was bringing the dead body of her husband to their own country. And then that's it, you finish there, you take your taxi, you go in the hotel, you have a nice relaxing shower, and while you're dressing up, you turn on the TV, just, a random zapping, you leave on the news, you're getting ready, you start to watch the news. And while you watch the news, it come again this woman with the three kids on the news, and you're surprised, and so you start to pay attention, and what you get is that this woman was using the coffin with the dead body of his husband to smuggle drug into the country, and so she has been cuffed and arrested. This is the end of the story. If you didn't do so yet, write down your impression, your reaction. Excuse me. Your, oh, excuse me. Your reaction to the story. I'll leave you a little bit of time so I can also recover myself. Now, what I'd like you to do. Excuse me, I don't know what's going on with my voice. Probably I'm not. I'm stupid, and so I didn't prepare enough for this episode. Jokes apart. Now, from the reaction you have, you need to try to detach again, practicing the inner observer. So detaching from what you've wrote, from your reaction, and observing everything from an external perspective, and try to read if you can notice some common patterns, some sentences that you repeat, that you've wrote more than once, for example, even similar. When I did this first time with some friends and the coach, I didn't even notice that the sentence I would have write more, actually the word I wrote more than like 3-4 times, it was stupid. And that's why then we put together and understand my story was I'm stupid. Now, you may find something very similar, not that you are stupid, but a recurring sentence or not, but you can maybe understand the theme. And if you understand the theme, then you can bring that theme back on your life, on the situation that you haven't been successful, and try to figure out what's your story, or at least what's the trigger to the behavior that lead you to not being successful. If you can do that, you're then gonna have a ring bell to stop you, to inform you when you are taking that direction. So every time you take a new challenge, you want to create something you love, and this ring bell sounds like ding, then you know that you're probably deviating to creating what you love. And so then you can refocus and trying to go for it. It's very hard. If you cannot find the story or you struggle, don't take it too bad. It's very hard and it takes time and practice. You can do the exercise again and you can try to check what you wrote tomorrow. And I hope this helps you a little bit. If you want any help, just get in touch to emanuelefortunaticoach.com and I'll see you at the episode number 7. Bye!